Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing for the Samsung Z1, which is the first smartphone in the world with Tizen operating system. And before I unbox this, let me give you a quick overview about the Tizen OS. And this Tizen OS is not just specific to Samsung, it's an open source OS based on the Linux platform, and it was formed with heavyweights like Panasonic, Intel, Fujitsu, etc. And Samsung has been pretty aggressive with Tizen. In 2014, they did launch some smartwatches that were running Tizen, that is the Gear 2 and even the Gear S. And in 2015, the upcoming smart TVs from Samsung will also be running on the Tizen OS. And this is the first Tizen smartphone in the world. In 2014, it was rumored that Samsung was going to release a high-end smartphone based on the Tizen OS, but that was not true. And now we have the Samsung Z1, which is sort of an entry-level smartphone with the Tizen OS. So let's do the unboxing and have a first look at this device. So here we have the Samsung Z1, and it clearly says that it runs on Tizen OS. And before we unbox, let's see what's given on the box. It says brilliant display, but it's just a 4-inch screen with a WVGA resolution. It also says it has powerful connectivity. It says HSPA plus Wi-Fi. That means it supports 3G plus Wi-Fi, B, G, and N, and also Bluetooth 4.1. And it also has a camera that's a 3.1 megapixel rear-facing camera and a VGA front-facing camera with f2.4 lens. And it says easy and stylish UI, and it also says that it also has ultra power saving mode. So let's just break the scene. And regarding the pricing, this device is sold in India for 5,700 rupees, and actually I did not get any discount for this device. I had to pay the full retail price, that is 5,700 here in India for this device. And as of now, it's only available in India, and this translates to around the pricing to around US $95. So it's sort of an entry-level device, not a very high-end spec device. And let's open this up now, and we get the device itself. And actually it looks very similar to Samsung Galaxy entry-level devices if you look at it, and it says it's duos, that means it's dual SIM. Let's take it out, and you might be mistaking it for a entry-level Samsung Android phone just from the looks department. Let's take this out also. We have a lot of plastic. Let me take this out. So this is the device. We'll come back to this a bit later. Let's quickly look at what else do we get. And looks like some warranty statements from Samsung and quick start guide warranty card. We also get a headset, which is a W1 variant. Let's look at it. And it's a normal headset with a microphone, and we also have a button here to take or end calls. So let me keep that thing also to the side. And we have the power brick, to which the USB cable is pre-attached. And of course we have the battery itself. That's a 1500 milliamp hour battery. And so here we have the device itself. Let's pop in the battery. We have an indent over here. And again, as you can see, it is a dual SIM device, so you can add both your SIMs over here, and we can also add a micro SD card. So that is supported. So let's pop in the battery and let's try to do the first boot. Regarding the rear-facing camera, it's a 3.1 megapixel shooter with LED flash. Build quality is decent, but nothing that great, I would say. The back is very smooth finish it has. And let's try to power this on. Let's look at the boot animation, because this is the first Tizen based OS that I'm also handling, and it says powered by Tizen, and it says Samsung Z1 or Z1. And they should have made the looks a little bit different. It's looking like a typical Samsung Galaxy device. And actually it booted very quickly. Let's quickly try to set this up. And we also have some regional languages, as you can see. Actually quite a bit of regional languages, so that's nice. Let's go for English as of now, and let's set. And we haven't added any SIM card, but we'll just continue. And I'll just connect to my Wi-Fi network and we'll be back. And it is connected to my Wi-Fi network, and surprisingly the keyboard was pretty responsive. Let's just quickly just set this up, and let's allow it. So looks like we can't skip this, so I'll sign up with my Samsung account and we'll continue. And I just signed up with my Samsung account, and it says it can restore. I won't do that. And we can also access Dropbox account. So it says whatever username. Let's just continue. And this is the first boot screen. And wow, outdoor mode it has, and looks like auto brightness is not there, but we have this what it drop down to toggle. Yeah, so it looks like what do you say, Samsung based Android device, this sort of interface. And if we just swipe to the right, we get access to apps. These are the apps that are pre-installed, the browser, and this is the app tray. So this is how you access the app trays, and these looks like the top 8 look like quick launch. So the interface is definitely a little bit different. And yes, so let's see if I can go to settings first. Let's look at that. And if we go to about the device, and if we look at battery, it says 58% whatever, and we have software update, stuff like that. Let's go back. Let's look at the storage. The internal storage is supposed to be 4 gigabytes, but let's see out of that how much do we actually get. If I can locate the storage tab again, it's a new OS completely. And the storage is here. It says battery is 58%, storage it says is fine. And out of that 4 gigs, we have 2.37 gigabytes that is available to us. But we can also add a micro SD card to this device, and I will be adding a micro SD card later on and see if we can install the apps directly to the SD card. Let's actually, as we are connected, let's fire up the web browser. This is the default web browser that we have. And let's try to go to rediff.com. And this is the keyboard. The keyboard is actually pretty responsive. And this is surprising, it loaded it actually pretty quickly. So this is the mobile variant that we have. And yeah, we can go to the desktop mode. And I think so we have to now refresh the page. Let's see. Instead of the mobile, let's try to go to the full website and see how it behaves. So it says this is the full website. Let's open up, and it is loading the pages actually pretty quickly. Let me try one more website that's called, let's see how it loads this one. And it loaded it actually pretty well, pretty quickly I would say. Let's go to the full site. Yeah, it's loading the full desktop variant now and says whatever certificate. Let's continue. And this is the pinch to zoom. Pinch to zoom is also pretty responsive. And regarding the screen, as I mentioned, it's a 4-inch screen with a resolution of 800 by 480 pixels. Regarding RAM, it has 768 megabytes, and it's powered by a dual-core processor. So pinch to zoom looks pretty responsive. And let's look at the other apps. We have the contacts, voice recorder, calculator, and we also have YouTube. So that is interesting. We have Tizen Store. Let's look at it. I believe that this device can run Android apps also. So I will be testing that a bit later, but let's look at the top free apps, what they have. We have WhatsApp, it says, so that's nice. Truecaller is there, drag racing, and it says already I have 4 updates. So I will try to load some Android apps on this device and see how well it handles it. And we have the home, so let's go back and let's look at the pre-installed apps. We have McAfee security. We also have Facebook and Google search is also pre-installed. So that is interesting. Let's fire up the YouTube app and see. And it says certificate issues or whatever. I'll just allow it, and let's just try to go to my channel, that's Geekyranjit, and let's see if it can play back some videos. It's actually loading it pretty quickly. Let's try to open this. Let's try to play this. So orientation change was very quick.
Welcome to my new office. In this video, we will be talking about the top
5 smartphones for 2014. I've reviewed 100 of smartphones this year.
So as you can see, it is playing it actually pretty well.
5 smartphones for 2014.
And for the most part, I have to say it is handling it. Now I see that lag. Yeah. But earlier it was handling the OS pretty fine. So let's also look at the camera. The camera is a 3.1 megapixel rear facing camera. Let's quickly have a look at it and let's see how it handles it. The front facing camera is just a VGA camera, so I don't expect too much, but let's look at this one. And we don't have tap to focus, so just it does not have any auto focusing. And we do have some modes also: ream shot, auto, panorama. And these are the further settings. We can toggle the flash to auto, etc. Let's take this shot. Let's look at these pictures now. Let me look at this one. It's a little bit blurry to my liking, but again, I will test the camera outdoors also. Indoor shots, it looks a little bit blurry, I would say. So that's it for now for this very quick unboxing of the Samsung Z1 based on the Tizen OS. If you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching this video. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.